Wow. Wow. Oh my God. What y'all are about to see is just, if it's not proof to you that they're intentionally spraying, this ain't no aircraft crossing paths because it's a busy sky. No, 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 no. This is too much. This is crazy. Y'all check this out. Oh, don't worry. It gets crazier. I mean, look at that. Look at that. X with 3 lines. 4, 5. Multiple going that way. Oh my God, it goes all the way around. Holy Jesus. And then look, you go over, there's another X. There's another huge ass X. Actually, a triple X. Look at that. Triple X, man. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's another 4th one way down there. They're Xing off the sky, man. They're Xing shit off. Maybe it's because, you know, they say that maybe that's because they're marking where they've already sprayed, or where it's not a good area to spray, or where it is a good area to spray. But look at that. I mean, that is just insane, man. I mean, that is just freaking crazy. And it goes all the way up, too. You know? It goes all the way over, all the way down. I mean, just insane. Unbelievable. Truly amazing. And you could tell that was one, that was definitely a big one right there. And it's just dissipated by now, so now it just looks like a little fucking cloud, but we know better than that. Crazy. What do y'all think about the tic-tac-toe patterns in the sky? Yeah, X's and O's. Yeah, that's crazy, but you can tell this one right here, it used to be a thin line, but now it's dissipating out. And then the one that it crosses through that looks like just like a little cloud, you can tell that was an X that went through as well. It's just dissipated probably over about 30 minutes. It usually doesn't take that long to dissipate. It usually takes about 30 minutes. But, so yeah, people just look up in the sky and they see these little things that look like clouds, like fog clouds, and if you tell them that it came from an airplane, they'll laugh at you. You know? It's crazy. Unbelievable. Truly amazing. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see it with the sun reflection. Oh yeah, you can see it. Look at that. Holy Jesus. Look at that. And if you tell people that came from an airplane, they call you crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It just keeps going. It just keeps going all the way down as far as you can see. And you got some straight parallel lines over there. Not crisscrossing. Unbelievable. You can see 2 different what looks like clouds, but it's really not clouds. It's the line dissipated. Probably hasn't even been about a half hour before they sprayed that. But it's just crazy. I literally pulled over on the side of the road. I was all the way over on the other side of the road. I had to whip in real quick. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh my God, you got somebody on the roof. Oh, you got somebody over there on the roof, walking around. Some old guy doing measurements. He had a couple of these nice old ladies over here and had to sit there and ask them what they thought, and they said X's and O's. I mean, look at that. Look, it looks like a big letter A. It looks like a big letter A. Oh my God, but it's not, because if you keep looking up, it's an X. It's just, it's crazy. And I'm not pointing out, oh, it's an A, it's an X. They're purposely, you know, they're just spraying all over. I mean, my mind is just blown right now because there's people out there that go, oh, it's a contrail. Contrails don't do that. They don't dissipate over an hour or two's time, forming a what looks to be a cloud. That's not what contrails do. So the whole "it's a contrail" is totally ridiculous. And then there's people that say, "Oh, that's just atmospheric whatever." You know, they're freaking retarded, man. You're just trying to find an excuse so that you don't have to admit that there's something, call it sinister, call it call it unknown to you, unknown to the public. There's something unbeknownst to you that's going on, and some people, not everybody, but some people, a large group of people, they won't admit it because it's something they didn't know about, and they don't want to admit that something's going on that they don't know about. And then there's the other group of people, pretty big group, who doesn't want to admit it because they're scared. They won't tell you they're scared, but we know that's what it is. They're scared. Because when you see that, I mean, how can you not be scared? I mean, they are spraying in our atmosphere. They are manipulating the weather. I mean, they already admit this. Plenty of people have come out and already admitted it. They can, I mean, people with top secret clearances, all kinds of stuff. They admit that they can pull precipitation up from certain areas, and depending on, and they usually do it depending on what kind of a weather pattern or weather path is coming through. They'll wait, spray right before that comes through, and it'll pick up precipitation from one area, like California. That's why they have so many droughts. And then it'll come across the country and drop somewhere else. So, and it's not just precipitation. I mean, they can manipulate every aspect of the weather at this point. I mean, they've been doing it for so long. But that's got to be what it is. But like I said in one of my other videos, you know, it's multiple things. They don't do something on this massive scale and have it just be for one reason. No, it's multifaceted, you know. It's probably something to do with the sun. It's probably something to do with, you know, whether it's temperature-wise with the sun, or they just don't want us to see the sun. Obviously, you can still see the sun, but they're making it harder and harder to see out. And then, really, I think the main reason is they're forming artificial clouds. And the main reason I think is because what they're spraying for is because it's damaging our health. It's affecting all of us. I mean, you've got asthma through the roof. You've got plants that can't. That's another reason too. Is they don't want people to be self-sufficient, so they don't want anyone to be able to grow anything. Well, if you think about it, growing stuff is hard, but it's not that hard to. I guess at this point it's hard, but you can find seeds. You can find non-GMO seeds, and they don't want that. They don't want people to just go outside and plant and grow stuff. They don't want that. So they're making it where you don't yield as much. It's not the fruits and vegetables aren't as big, and plants aren't as big, and they're also not as healthy. They're just not as fruitful as what they used to be. And you can go ask any farmer, especially organic farmers. They'll tell you. 5-10 years ago, they can grow all kinds of stuff, and they can grow it in abundance, and it's very fruitful and large. Now it's small. It can't really grow much. Plants are dying. You know, that's really what it is. And if you think it's affecting the plants and the vegetables and the fruits, but it's not affecting humans, wow. You're beyond naive. At this point, you're just a retard. And oh, don't say the word retard. No, look. These people are retarded. I mean, and I had to pull over and show you that because the whole sky is just full, chock full of lines. This way, that way, perpendicular, parallel, fat, skinny. You know, some have already dissipated, so now they look like clouds. And it's just on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, my God, now look at this. They're all starting to dissipate. Those are, if I sat here long enough for another 30 minutes, I'm not going to. I'm at work right now. But if I stayed here for about another 30 minutes, all those would look, you can see right there. That was just a line not too long ago, and now it looks like a cloud. That's what they do. They dissipate into clouds. And so people look, that's why you normally don't have a real sunshiny day. And even on a sunshiny day, it's not puffy clouds. It's not, I guess that's what I call them, puffy clouds. Other people call them that too, puffy clouds. But, you know, it's not, you know, the old, like the clouds that you see on like the Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers game, you know, back in the day, you know, the little, what you see, the cartoon puffy clouds. The clouds used to be like that all the time. You don't have these little streamy type clouds. You know, you don't have these streamy little type clouds all through the sky like you do now. Now all you see is streamy little foggy like clouds. I don't know what you call them. That's what I call them. I don't really have a name for it. You know, just looks like real grayish, steamy kind of looking clouds. And if you look up in the sky and you see that, and you try to tell somebody, oh, that came from an airplane, that used to be a line that came from an airplane, they'll look at you like you're crazy. But if you actually look up at the sky enough, like I do, and like many others do, you'll see it. And like these old ladies right there, you know, God bless them, sweet little old ladies, they acted like, whoa, you know, like it was the first time they've ever looked up at the sky. Like, oh, wow, you know, I never even, they're driving down the road. They just pulled it right after me. They were just driving down the same road I was. And you know, when you're driving down the road and you see this, you see the city, you see the ground and everything, but you also see the sky in the distance, especially on a wide open road like the one I was just driving on. And nobody notices. It's like a painting. The sky is like a paint. It's scenery. It's like a painting. And nobody even notices the sky and how different it looks. And how crazy that is, that there's tic-tac-toe patterns in the sky. And people just, you know, it's crazy. They don't even realize. And then when you you ask them honest question, hey, what do you think about that? That is the exact reaction that I get from most people. It's like, oh, wow, I've never even thought about that. I've never even seen that before. So anyways, I'm fixing to get my butt back to work, hurry up, finish up, clock out, and go home, because I'm tired. It's been a damn going on 12-hour day, 12-hour shift. But it's just, I had to pull over and take a video of that. It's just crazy, and it just boggles my mind, and it's beyond frustrating, because it's admitted already, and people who want to deny it, they want to come up with some little scientific reason, which is just, it's nonsense, but whatever. They want to come up with some justification, but they'll never go look at the other side. They'll never go and look at the evidence that proves it, the open admissions. They'll never look at any of the facts, the testing. Somebody got on my YouTube, one of my videos, and said, oh, I'm sure if that was going on, there would be tests that have been done. Dude, people test the rainwater all the time. There's been plenty of people who have done that. This is 2018. You're getting on my video acting like nobody's ever done that before. I mean, Jesus. That shows me right there that those type of people never actually went and looked into it. They just went and looked up Google debunking chemtrails or debunking fake, you know, not real, and then they just get some little talking point and they go and spew it out without actually doing any kind of opposition research, without actually doing, you know, any kind of research into the subject at all, other than debunking videos on YouTube. Go out, look at the sky, go out and test the water for yourself. It's not that hard. But anyways, this has been Nick James, another report, another chemtrail video. I had to make it because that is just insane. I hope my video got good quality. It's pretty sunshiny right now. I hope the video on this, I hope the camera on this phone does this sky justice, because it is, I'm just looking out right now at it. It is magnificent. It is unprecedented. It is truly remarkable. Oh, wow. And then you got a cell phone tower right there with the new 5G bars hooked up on it. That's another video for another day. Man, unbelievable. Wow. Two or three of those damn cell phone towers right in a little radius. Unbelievable. But yeah, the damn chemtrails, man. When are we going to do something about this? It's like, how much do they have to do to us before we finally wake up? I don't think we ever will. I really don't. I am starting to have very little faith in humanity. I'm starting to see why these elite do what they do. I'm starting to see why they feel like they can control us and do whatever they want to do because we're not willing to even recognize what's going on. So they feel like we deserve to be controlled. We deserve to be messed with on every level. So I'm kind of understanding their point of view at this point. You got people like Alex Jones always say, "Oh, they always talk to me and tell me that I'm wrong for believing in humanity." I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting their point of view. It's sick. It's sinister, and I don't want to be a part of it. I believe in not just God, not just Jesus, but I also believe in, humanity, reproduction, babies. You have a kid, it's the greatest thing in the world. And I feel for a lot of these young people who've never had a kid, and they're afraid to have a kid because of vaccines and because of education and all this other stuff that you got to worry about. I feel bad for them because, man, having a kid is the best thing in the world. And it's just like, it's something everybody should experience. And so I believe in that, but it's hard to believe in having kids when you have a world like this where it's being totally corrupted and filthy. So what are we going to do as humanity? That's the question that I pose to everyone. What the hell are we going to do? Jesus help us. Lord help us. God help us. Somebody help us. But the question is, would anybody help us if we're not willing to help ourselves? Think about that. Peace.